Hello friends, today is my sixth presentation on personal ethics. The title is Your Boss Asks You to Lie to a Vendor for Rate Negotiation. What do you do? Overall, this is my 104th presentation for all the YouTube presentations that I have made so far. As a buyer, you have done everything. You have done the rate analysis for negotiations. You have asked for the bids from different vendors. You have analyzed everything, negotiated fairly, found the best vendor, but then your boss walks in and asks you to lie. Tell him that we are broke. This is what he says. Welcome to the dark side of the procurement that nobody talks about. Meet Mr. Sampath, a purchase manager who just completed a high value bought out items vendor evaluation. He used first principle costing, analyzed every component, and negotiated a fair deal. The vendor justified every penny, raw materials, labor cost, equipment costs, its portioning, manufacturing variable cost, marketing variable cost, overheads, profit margin, and taxes. He evaluated bids from five vendors, and one shortlisted vendor seemed to be most appropriate commercially, technically, and experience wise. And some other plans to place an order on the shortlisted vendor. Everything checks out fine. But then the boss walks in and he asks you to tell a lie. Sampath faces a dilemma. He faces an impossible choice: lie to the vendor and damage his professional integrity, or refuse and risk his career. This is just about one deal, it's about the entire procurement ecosystem. When trust breaks down, everybody loses. Vendors initiate prices, vendors inflate the prices to protect themselves. Buyers become more aggressive. The whole system becomes a game of deception. And the cost? Broken trust. Broken trust. The thoughts to reflect are the psychological impact. Such situations they create severe cognitive dissonance for purchase managers. They are trained to be ethical negotiators but pressurized to be deceptive. Studies show that this leads to job dissatisfaction, turnover, and mental health issues. The business cost: when organizations push managers to lie, they are playing a dangerous game. Vendors catch on, relationships soar, and the word spreads. The long term cost of a damaged reputation far exceeds any short term savings. The systemic problem: this isn't about bad people, it's about broken system. Organizations that create these situations and need to examine their culture, budgeting process, and leadership accountability. The purchase manager is just the symptom, not the disease. The key messaging themes out of the presentation are that this happens more often than people admit. Consequences: short term pressure create long term problems. Systemic: individual ethics versus organization culture is the key issue. Solutions: practical steps to be taken to prevent such situations. For learning about the 9 principles of ethical negotiation, please refer to section 1 of my Udemy course. Link is given in the description. Thank you very much for listening.